Hello, and welcome back to the 53rd episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, ready to dive into tonight's episode, and all back together again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new episodes every other Wednesday. So, last time, you concluded your meeting with Kelvos of the Ether Watch, and made plans to infiltrate aboard a Maniran-bound airship to retrieve a stolen dragon egg, which I do believe you all discussed was arriving in about 2 days. Razzler met you and showed you his teleportation circle and introduced you to one of the gems of his inner circle, who whisked you away to the Red Light District and your new, I guess, home base is the best way to describe it, in the Velvet Pearl. You learned that this woman was actually Razzler's daughter, who seemed quite keen with Caché. Inside your new quarters, you found gifts left for you by Razzler, books and spells for Al, bullets and new clothes for Caché, something for Artrin, which we'll reveal hopefully soon, and a carefully wrapped gift box for Gizmo, which Gizmo did not open. Settling into Al's tower for the later part of the afternoon, each of you finding specially designed places within the tower, Venom soon joined you, revealing some startling secrets to Al before seeking out Gizmo and helping him with his work. You all decided to share Venom's memories with him, including the third one, which you all watched together at the last game. In this memory, you all witnessed the designing and making of the first Blackheart Ethereum core, which just so happens to have a sliver of aura vein, or part of a ley line of the planet, within it. In the memory, Venom was given orders to kill the inventor of the Blackheart Ethereum core and bring it back to High Command. So, we're going to fade back in to a little bit more of a tense situation than that music was playing. As the... Oh, I should probably get you into Al's tower as well. So, the memory concludes. I feel like the little projector that Gizmo made's kind of spins. Yeah, spins out.
Well, that was something.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot more powerful than I even imagined it would be. Apart from the ley lines that fuel the magic of this world.
It does seem a little careless, really.
Well,
Here,
I guess in innovation, who's to say where the wall is? Venom, are you okay?
You glance over at Venom, and they are currently standing motionless, as if almost in like standby mode. But as you look closer, you can actually see the kind of gold tint of their eyes. The reflective metal within seems to be replaying the images over and over again of killing Rusk, the inventor. The horn snapping off, blood on the ground. It's like they're reliving her death over and over again. Trauma response.
Can I try and like put a hand out to put into his arm gently and just say, it won't do you any good to dwell on it. It's happened, it's over. We need to experience it and move on, but looking at this, it's not going to help you.
Bit of electric energy in the air as you go near Venom. And you can actually see like hazy radiation almost, like leaking out for some of the vents, as if the enlarged core is like working a lot harder than it should.
Can I ready a momentary stasis, just in case Venom at any point looks like they're gonna flip out? Because they would close to obliterate all of us in one swipe, if we're all close.
You can indeed. You kind of prepare however Al prepares a momentary stasis. Gizmo just right next to Venom, as you can again see these kind of the kind of haziness of the radiation off of them. And you just hear, I remember. The professor. She was kind, lonely like my maker, and I killed her. I killed Farian Hall too. What if I killed him? And they'll look to you.
I don't know that yet. Best we try and go through the rest of these memories, and we see what's real and what's not.
Don't forget, you were also corrupted by a mind control virus. I really think they're more to blame, whoever it is that's responsible for doing that to you.
What if I fail you too?
You don't owe us anything. Not us specifically. You owe recompense for what you've done. But that's not to us.
We've all made mistakes that we weren't in control of.
Vents kind of settle back into place, and they kind of look to you, actually, Caché. How do you live with the blood on your hands?
It took me a long time to be able to. I lived with crippling anxiety for years.
Can't hear you, Miguel. Faded out.
When was the last thing you heard?
Dealt with it for years, I think.
Covered in anxiety until I accepted who I was, accepted what I had done, and tried to fight it anymore. I was able to move on.
Accepted who I am. I remember everything. The blueprints, how it was made, those weeks spent with the professor. I can share this with you. Perhaps that's why Razler saved me. Why he wanted me repaired in the first place. For this.
It's best we take copies at the very least.
Gizmo, you invented flash drives in this world, so... So, Venom...
It's a weird bit of fey magic.
just you know, just...
It's a tiny demi-plane of, like, information.
Yeah, of just information that is just shared.
Like someone
Next is Wi-Fi.
in a demi-plane that all just like sketch down everything you're watching.
Yeah. But Venom does provide you with basically the kind of the designs, the blueprints, how the Blackheart Ethereum core was made. It is nearly exactly like a regular Ethereum core, except there is no Ethereum. The crystal itself has been removed and the ley line has been left. So you could potentially build it if you had a little bit of raw aura vein lying around, you know.
Can I extrapolate out from it though that like it's the construction is essentially just like the harnessing part, and that essentially any fuel, any sufficient energized fuel could potentially become some form of Ethereum core.
Potentially, but this is a little like it's been built to use the Ethereum core or like the Ethereum crystal, because Ethereum is innately like arcane in its nature, so it uses it as a power source. But this using it as the ley line, using the slice of aura vein, what you're noticing is that this looks like it could be an endless power source. Where an Ethereum core needs to rest and maybe recharge, this would go on for.
Okay, but yeah, like I couldn't use say something like Fey shards or something like that, like an energy source from the Feywild in replace of it.
You could try.
I will make notes.
You never know what could potentially be used. You know.
Yeah. That's what I'm just like extrapolating out when I'm looking through this and making notes of it.
But yeah, so that's kind of the general gist of it. Venom kind of looks towards you again, Caché, after sharing this information and, assuming there's drawings happening, whatever you guys are all talking about. And Venom will just say, the professor worked closely with the general at the time. Rhaegar. She was posted in Valencia. But was lost.
What do we know of this General Rhaegar?
Do I know anything?
I was gonna say, Caché, yeah, there's no role in needed. You know that you and Pierre. So this is back when Pierre was alive. We're actually on your we're actually on your way to Valencia when he was assassinated. And after you and your crew fought your way through the ambush and regrouped at an outpost near Sinborough, another tier, you heard the news that Valencia had been destroyed by bombings, which matches a bit with the memory that you saw. And lo and behold, with the destruction of Valencia and the death of the general, the Grand General was replaced by Berlian.
Very dark so. I will explain all that, obviously.
And what, I mean, assuming you served in the army underneath the Grand General Raylan, what did you think of her? Was she honourable?
I think it would probably be too far for me to say if anyone in the military was ever honourable.
Did she coincide with the values of the army?
Yes. What you thought were the values?
Visually, anyway.
And the current Grand General? Not really.
Not really.
No. So a very obvious switch in overall direction for leading the army.
When did this happen?
That was, 4 years ago, I think?
Caché.
I've been anxious for so many years that they blended.
So many years. Okay, bear with me here. I have to get my timeline tab.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think. The reason I'm positive is because, like, God, I've got so many memories in my head. Didn't we see the new Grand? Well, I saw a memory that with the new Grand General that I told you about, the Dragonborn, or down the Dragon, but the ASMR. Was that before or after this? We don't know, I suppose. I don't know when that was.
Yeah, it would be hard to.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't be. I can tell you. Roll a history check.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my history's good. Is it 11?
11. Okay, yeah. I mean, you kind of you lived Stalker's memories. It's a little bit different than with Venom's, because Venom's you're projecting.
Mm-hmm.
You've really felt the ones through Stalker. So the general that you met or that you saw in the memories was an ASMR. Helio and Datheus referred to them as the general, Berlian, and but they were not the Grand General.
Oh, yes, that's different. Yes. Okay, so this is all like a subplot to set that up to get rid of the Grand General then.
That's what Caché is thinking anyway.
It does.
Envoy
have to
project
proceed
was
that way.
designed during the war.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, hold on. That means though it didn't go all the way up. It only went up to like a certain point, and then they were like relaying different orders.
There was a sect of the military that like orchestrated a coup, or at least the removal of the highest up for the next highest up to take over. So
And then
if we find out who is loyal to the next highest up, and we try and follow the chain down from there,
It
Really?
would make sense as to then why Pierre was killed. Someone who would definitely ask questions.
and you were essentially either killed or written off.
I was seen as manipulatable.
Yeah.
I think you've done well in getting past that.
Well, we'll see. I need to get another bullet inscribed.
We all deal in our troubles our own way.
I'd say Gizmo with that role as well. Another thing that you remember is that the last memory that Stalker had, the one where he assassinated Pierre, was titled Operation Catalyst.
Ah, bastards! I say that out loud, and then I explain that it was titled Operation the Catalyst for Change. They put it on the video.
Oh, they really were having fun with this one, weren't they?
Ugh,
They'll be
That-
so blind.
that annoys me that I didn't catch that sooner. Oh,
Well-
what are we going to do? This goes so far.
Well, I suppose the Vachalarium doesn't even seem that bad anymore, does it? Oh, giving
No,
me
but
a
I mean,
headache.
also considering the scale of this, and considering we at least now have a fairly clear-cut way of identifying who are the ones in charge who need to be dealt with. At least with this information and with the help of the Vachalarium, we'll be able to.
Send a strike force.
Strike force. I like it. I mean, it's better than using a very large explosive device on the entire city, which I think is their current plan, right?
Yeah, I must talk to him about that.
Yeah, I think we should.
Seems a little drastic, and especially
don't
given
need
that
to go
like
ship
we
shopping.
lost it, that would be kind
Yeah.
of on us.
Also, I have made a promise that I won't hurt Enya, and I think that should kind of stretch to all of us, looking at Gizmo.
I'll think about it.
At least for now.
She owes me a leg.
She does.
Terribly, anyway.
She owes me a sergeant.
Fine, you win. So, next step: steal an airship.
Which also has absolutely nothing to do with this. But
It is like a completely subplot.
on a complete tangent, next step, steal an airship.
For us, I'm just talking about what we have to do here.
Of course. I don't disagree.
Plus, if
I'm
this
just saying
cargo
it's
ship
wild.
has more than just the eggs, could be quite beneficial.
I want to check in with Artrin really quick.
A lot of this is going over my head. There's a lot of Ethereum core this, leyline that. So I'm just kind
Have
of like
we-
nodding. I'm probably just looking, like my hand is to my chin, and I keep looking, going, I better fucking deal with this at some point. It's getting
Have
pretty
we
gross.
ever Sorry, Artrin, have we ever explained to you exactly how it is that we ended up in the Underdark?
Well, I was told that you fucked up.
Well, that is correct, yes. But the context of this,
No, I just kind of didn't really need any more information than that at the time, I guess.
I suppose to give a brief overview, essentially we were uh, carrying this thing that we had found that was this incredibly powerful energy core of sorts that could be used to, power large devices or could be used to explode a very large area. And we had it, and we were accosted, ambushed as such, by members of a resistance movement that are were not quite our enemies at the moment, but also not quite our friends.
That's
But
the
anyway, they
Imaginarium.
Yeah,
yes, the
Salty.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We're consulting for them, or at least Caché is. They took hold of this device, and as they got away with it, I tried to do something to follow them. Did not succeed, and ended up in the Underdark. So
Okay, so we're playing catch up.
we're playing catch up, and the Black Heart Ethereum core, which you saw mentioned in these memories, which we've been talking about, is this device.
Okay.
Very powerful, very dangerous. Yes.
And are now friends, not really friends, they still have it?
Yes.
We think.
Okay. But I'd rather be friends than not friends, if that's the case. Right. So, how do we plan on getting it back, or who are we keeping it from, or what is the actual end game, I guess? What am I trying to achieve? What are we trying to achieve?
Peace.
Um,
Well,
That ain't gonna happen, ever.
nope.
No.
That's true.
City-wide peace.
citywide would be good.
Yes, lessening intentions.
I think if everyone focused on themselves, the world would be a better place. That's just my opinion. Because we all got too much shit going on to be worrying about anyone else.
That's not untrue.
Yeah.
But when one of those people has, said bomb and could use it to eradicate any potential option to have, a calm, easy life, we kind of feel like compelled to do something about it. Again, once we were the ones that lost it.
I agree, considering I'm not part of this group, and that also makes me responsible for some reason. At least I feel.
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
All that can be blamed on he just finding me in an airship. So, sorry guys.
Well,
Yeah. But
how the paths of fate happen.
I think Engo should be finding this thing and maybe dismantling it.
Dismantling it, yes.
And making sure no one can have it.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who know how to make it. Ourselves
We-
included.
I'd say it's much rarer than you think.
I mean,
Well-
if Venom had the recording for it but was only able to retrieve the recording for it until then and killed the only scientist that discovered it, not many people would have had eyes on it.
And who was in the room with Venom at the time? It was
Tim?
It just in that memory, it was just
just
him.
himself. Got orders from upper.
I do remember that Rusk didn't enjoy the company of mortals as much as constructs. Something about we don't talk as much.
And do you know, Venom, if those plans that you just shared with us, had you shared them with anyone else before?
In my memories, no. But I did deliver the Black Heart and the plans to the General, as I was ordered to.
Okay, so they probably would have access to the technology.
The Grand General and anyone they choose.
I will also. Apologies.
I was just going to say, I think it's in the Grand General's best interest to keep that information to as little people as possible.
I would agree with the time I spent with the Grand General.
Still, we're talking about opposing forces having access to this technology. If we're not careful, we're looking at some form of mutually assured destruction.
Agreed.
I will talk to Carlin.
As well, I will bring to your attention what Rusk was also working on, those anchors of some kind, the technology that surrounded the aura veins. I remember she described it as a nexus where two aura veins cross. Powerful sectors of magic. Ones that could... They go quiet. Open doors.
Doors, as in to other planes?
They just nod.
Types of planes.
I'm not familiar with doors like that.
I'm going to look at Venom. Is this anything to do? Can I infer from this? Did Venom give me a little side-eye glance or anything? Like, is this to do with Raslair not being able to go home?
Definitely gave you a bit of side eye.
Okay. Okay.
But
Noted.
there's a few things that happen here, and the mention of kind of these aura nodes. Gizmo, you might not have known the term aura node, but it sounds very similar to a doorway that you stepped through.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Congregation of magic and an ability to step between the planes. Al, as well, in your own way and in your own exploration of a cosmic storm as you traveled through the astral sea, you were also funneled into the material plane through a door. There is one more that you've all come across. The Hollowed Oak, which now is being guarded by Fran, a congregation of aura nodes and crossing ley lines.
But that wasn't a door to anywhere, was it? Or
The
door
well
to the
was.
Oh, the well.
Mhm.
Oh, the well. Sure, yeah.
Well, was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
So,
linking
wait,
it
so-
a little bit to the wells and to the...
So I know our characters don't know much about this, but just for like world knowledge, there's the Shea wells, but there's other nodes of. Okay.
Ley lines.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Cool.
The wells are... Sorry, a little world lore here. The wells are like portions of Gaia that still remain. They are connected to the being that became the planet. These aura veins then are almost... They're flexible. They can move, they can change slightly, they can cross and uncross themselves. So that's why like portals to the Feywild are so chaotic.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
can't quite
It's
pin them
bending
down.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Could you
they got
imagine-
continental drift, yeah.
Yeah. So while the wells are like fixed points of immense power, the ley line nodes are, they're powerful, but they're like a little bit more loosey-goosey.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Venom has provided all, like, any information that they have kind of collected in their memory, like everything. They've just shared as much as they can with you, but they do keep continuously giving a side eye to Al. Awkwardly, as in, say anything. I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, it's a conversation for later.
Well, my particularly low insight and perception, I'm just going to turn and say, do we want to continue on and watch the next memory?
Right.
Well, Venom, are you okay?
I'm definitely asking you as well.
I am uncertain how I feel. But if you would like to continue, I will do my best.
Don't have to be present here for it if you don't want. I just feel like for us, this is valuable information that's informing the next decisions that we're going to make, so we need to know. But I don't want to put you under any duress that you don't need or deserve. You can watch it in your own time. Come to it in your own terms.
No. If you and Al have taught me anything, it's to be strong. I will be strong.
Well, good on you. Everybody get comfortable.
If it does turn out that I've murdered Helio in this next memory, will you forgive me?
How about we see first?
Get a sense, even though with your low insight, that is what's causing them so much anxiety right now. And they kind of just fade to the back of the room and just kind of settle themselves in. Okay, so next memory. Oh Jesus! Bear with me here. God, this is very nice, relaxing music. I really, really like it. But we need to change that.
Serious though.
Yeah, there's an undercurrent of darkness.
I mean, you are in the Velvet Pearl, in
Perfect.
Lyrax's domain, so. I can't find my music, so we might just have to go with something else. Oh no, I have it there. Okay, cool. Okay, so you're going on to the next memory.
Indeed.
Little projector zooms to life. And at the moment, the screen is black, unmoving. It's almost as if Venom is in a hibernation state in this memory. At the base of the screen, letters kind of first foreign and then switch to common appear. And it reads actually 3 years, 281 days, hibernation sequence canceled. Reactivation code authorized by Helio Silver. All the sensors surge to life, and Venom is forced out of standby mode. To a very chaotic view. If my music would like to play, please. There we go. Venom finds themselves in an unfamiliar location. This is not the place they were first put to sleep, nor is it the same workshop that Helio or Dathius worked in. This place is cold, it's dark, devoid of color. And Caché, you recognize this place. This is a subsection of the armory within the military stronghold in Manira.
I just say that out loud as I'm looking at it, just staring, not even to anyone.
Deep within the military academy, this kind of subsection is placed. The room erupts in smoke and gunfire, just as Helio fumbles into frame. Grasping onto the cuffs around Venom's wrists, you hear, "I'm here, Venom, I found you." The right side of his face is covered in blood, and the armory is just exploding behind him, erupting into flames. Venom recognizes his maker, but there's a hesitation, a resistance from an unknown area within their code as that virus is still at work. You hear Helio shout, "Stalker, get the others! We have to leave before this entire building is coming down!" There's a massive blast that rockets the side of the building, and Venom and Helio are flung to the side. You, on the recording, hear bones cracking. You know they're not Venom's. As Venom tries to shield Helio at first, but just lands on top of him. Venom glances up and you see Stalker move through the smoke. They're freeing other envoys, and you can actually see they're all hanging suspended in this space, being like, on display, just like your weapons, Caché.
How many do I see?
6.
6. Interesting.
Helio scrambles to his feet. Venom kind of helping him up as well. There are 3 currently envoys that remain still shackled. Venom rushes to one of their pods, kind of starts trying to release them. They see Generation 4 Glint, who is currently powered down. Gunfire is rocketing up the stairs. Stalker moves to another pod. They're trying to free the restraints, reawaken of the other envoys. And you hear Dathius from across the room as the Dragonborn rushes in as well. Helio, they're coming! We have to leave now! Helio says, not without the rest. We have to leave, Helio! It's because of your virus that we're in this mess in the first place. I'm not going to abandon them. Dathius rushes across the room as the metal door flies off its hinges. Black smoke fills the entire room, heat and metal scattered across everywhere, and there are footsteps. A volley of gunfire rains out. Venom shields Glint and takes 3 bullets in the back. As Venom turns and the screens move, you see Helio stumble out of the smoke, grasping onto his throat, blood pouring from a bullet wound. Stumbles and falls to his knees. Stalker appears behind Helio and kind of shields him from another volley of gunfire, taking 4 or 5 more bullets. Neither make an attempt to protect Dathius. Dathius is mowed down by gunfire. Glint is the 4th generation envoy. You do not see Glint being created, but you see them now. Rushing forward, they place a hand on Helio's neck. Regenerative pulse goes through their hand, and the bullet slips out between the folds of skin. The 3 current envoys are crowded around Helio and trying to kind of pull him back up. As a voice carries over, you hear Captain Melody speak. Affirmative, Grand General. I will bring my creator to you and dispose of the rest. Bane slowly steps through the smoke. The 3 remaining constructs look at Helio, blood loss shown on his face. But Gizmo, you realize that Helio's not wearing the collar anymore that Raslair once pulled on. That familiar collar that is now currently around Fenris's throat. So he's free. More bullets are sprayed everywhere. They shield Helio as much as possible, but both Stalker and Venom look at one another, and for a moment they share this silent understanding. As Venom says, I will stay. No, Venom, no, you're coming with us. Helio kind of grasps onto him, and Glint attempts to heal more bullet wounds within the Fae. If I don't remove that virus, you'll keep forgetting who you are, over and over again. Another volley of bullets, and Caché, you see your red uniform of all of the military slowly closing in on this scene. There is a moment of quiet between these constructs before Stalker lifts Helio and rushes off into the darkness, Glint not far behind, and Venom takes a place to block their exit. They ground themselves. Their enlarged core reacts, going up to 99%. The shields snap into place as the dust clears, and you watch as a 4-armed envoy poses to strike just a few feet away. And Caché, those same wounds that are still healing, you were reminded of Bane's every cut.
I just start rubbing the wounds. They've become awful itchy at the moment.
Venom's power systems redirect to their fists Bane rushes forward, flanked by red-coated soldiers, and Venom launches to the right, not forward. At great speed, their electrified fist collides with an arcane generator, with a deadly impact. And the memory goes black.
Well, it looks like, if anything, you helped Helios.
He might still be alive.
He might.
He wasn't wearing the collar either. He was free. Which also means there's a way.
Say again?
What did you say, Gizmo? Sorry.
Oh, I saw that the collar was gone. He was free, which means there must be a way to free someone.
Fenris.
Aye.
Absolutely.
Venom kind of touches their shoulder, like where the giant hole was that both of you repaired. You kind of recognize now that's where a lot of that damage came from. It's the fact that he blew himself up. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but just, yeah, like, he Venom's starting to understand, oh, that's why I was so damaged. And
The only thing that could hurt me that much is me. God, I'm so strong.
I'm so strong.
The ego boost there for him, like, yeah. But this absolutely explains and somewhat confirms what Razlair was saying of finding Venom in a pile of rubble. Oh.
How long ago was that, Venom?
Venom turns to you. 2 years and 39 days. And Caché, you do remember that there was a attack on the military academy, believed to be part of maybe the rebel faction. In the dead of night, you were called to, kind of work with individuals who were trying to sort out what had happened. It also brought along that what the investigators believed happened was that the Guardian class, a rogue group of Guardians, had infiltrated the military academy and laid waste to a large section of it, which is why, or one of the reasons why, the Guardian class was then disbanded. And all it's starting to make sense, but the rest of Repair Yard was full of deactivated Guardians.
Guardian class. I obviously say this.
And does that also line up with how long you remember working for Razlair?
Yes. Around that. About 2 years.
Starting to fill the timelines in.
Making sense for the first time.
I also think that can probably put your conscience to rest, that you haven't done anything to Helio. And that as far as any of us present know, Helio could very well still be alive.
Bane. Bane was ordered to retrieve him. Do you think the General has Helio?
Hope not.
Of course. He has the plans to build the Ethereum core, but you still need someone who has the technical know-how. There's probably no one in the military who could quite match up to Rusk or him.
Understatement.
But if they had him, he would likely be working on it. Even if he tried to stall them, it's been long enough that I feel like they would have made a show of it.
They might still. They might just be waiting for the right moment.
I mean, look at what they're doing outside. There's more control than ever. There's more
And
building to something.
for all we know, that attack that happened, that they could be very well blaming that on the Vashalarium. They could be doing all sorts to manipulate people into some sort of a frenzy.
It would actually
I know.
make now I think it together. It would make sense that the military would have him because Stalker took him away from safety. But when we found Stalker first, he was being controlled by the Fox. The Fox was working with the general previously.
Specifically in a building owned by the Rose Gold Empire?
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
I think our goals align, Gizmo, more than ever.
Well, I never liked the military anyway. Never saw the point.
Yeah, you told me that the first day I met you, actually.
But they do look good in uniform, I must say.
Speaking of which, I must burn mine. I've got a new
Everyone
one.
has their own kinks, and I don't judge on that.
Razzler taking note.
You just fear clump on your lap, Al, as you're sitting there as a full military uniform just lands. You can have it.
Thank you. I'm not sure it would fit, but
I think that one has
Bullet
a few holes in it.
resistant.
bullet resistant too. That's good. Try and weave this into something finer.
That is a full dress military uniform.
It's gorgeous, but it doesn't fit.
What size? What height are you?
I think I'm like 6'4".
Yeah, only 5'11". It definitely doesn't
Yeah,
fit.
yeah.
Also, the fact that it's okay. We're not going to go there. Yes. Venom kind of takes a moment to. It's kind of seeming like they're processing everything that you're saying. They actually no. I don't think they will speak. I think they'll just be quiet for a little while. Let you all discuss. But there is a relief.
I think there's like a relief from Gizmo as well. I think he's gonna like excuse himself for a little bit, and he's just gonna go tinker for a little while just to kind of decompress and work through things in his head. He's not gonna go far, just a little bit away from the group and start working on something.
Yeah. Tinkering away. Caché, would you like to show off your new uniform?
I mean, of course, yes. So, Caché, after literally dishing her old uniform when you're gone off tinkering, will go and put on the new clothes that Raslair had gotten her and come out. So, I suppose what you see...
I'm still inside, I can still see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you see is essentially, I suppose, Raslair's take on what Caché should be wearing. So it quite standoutish. She's wearing a mask with the Shadowhound smile on it, covering her face. This copper and brass style armor, and black and a very black skin tight kind of pants and shirt, making sure no skin is shown in case of sunlight. Long black boots with brass knee pads and pink accents all over. And finally covering her shoulders is a long purple cloak.
Did it show up for everyone in Foundry?
Oh,
I see
wow.
it, yeah.
Oh yes, very
That
good.
was sick.
Thank you.
Look
Thank you very
Look
much.
at a combination of like, do you know that guy from Black Clover with the smile with the thing?
Yeah.
Like Spider Gwen and Master Chief. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
those three. had a movie.
I mean, like, I'll take that. That sounds awesome.
I'd say it's more Gwenum than the just
Gwenum.
regular
Gwenum.
Spider-Man.
Venom, yeah. No, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. And obviously, there's a few versions of that for my multiple
Yeah, scary.
It does look a bit scarier when in my full voidling form as well. I will say.
Void Caché is very scary in that uniform, in that outfit. I don't know. I don't think I have it on Foundry.
Okay. Well, I can do a quick share here, and I suppose you can add it for the people listening here.
Look here.
Showing up on your screen now.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
There's scary Caché. It
I
looks.
will instill fear into the Grand General.
Yeah.
Caché. Caché Sun Mirage.
Yes,
That
actually.
mirage. I love that name. Just like it's Caché without a mirage. It's without an illusion. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, that's another thing. Obviously, you can't really call me Caché going around the place. I'm kind of known and wanted. So Mirage would be good enough for now.
Mirage.
Mirage.
How about Mur for short?
Just you,
Right.
though.
Can I call you Lou?
Come in, Mur. Can you hear me, Mur?
How is Artrin?
Good. Yeah, he's again just all of this is way
I get it
above what he is used to, but I think he's finally starting to put together just how high up Caché was in the military.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously air colonel means nothing to him.
Yeah, I'm dealing with the politics, bro.
Airship.
Yes,
Yeah.
we must.
Absolutely. There's a place that I think we might be able to get something that flies anyway.
Is Caché well versed in underground racings of fireflies?
She is flying off the seat of her pants right now and is saying that she knows she'll be able to find someplace, basically.
Got it.
But she's not letting everyone else know.
He has the charisma. I believe.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I might
All
have to-
gusto.
I'll just play your
Something to help
self-doubt,
out
Caché.
Yeah.
I might have something to help out with at least communication going forward, and I'll walk up with what I've been working on there in the corner, and I'll go up to Artrin. This should help a little bit with understanding not just us, but everyone else around you. It's essentially a translation device. I'll hand it over.
Oh, that's really handy. If you had given me that maybe like 10 minutes ago, that would have been great because I couldn't understand anything that was playing.
I'm really sorry, but I was working on it. It took that long.
Yeah, no, I get it. You can like fix a massive killer assassin robot in like 15 hours, but it takes you like I don't know, like a week to make this. Yeah, I know, I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I nod as if that makes complete logical sense.
No, I'm just
That's
taking the piss. This is completely out of my purview, so this is really appreciated. I really, thank you.
You're not wrong though. Like, do you see the projector I made? It broke on the first attempt.
Breaks again.
Suit of armor, no problem. Little tiny thing that plays something breaks on the first try. It's the small things I'm really bad at.
wouldn't say really bad. I've never seen these things before, so
Yeah.
Well, they're prototypes mostly.
I mean, you are kind of
that
making
works for
things
them.
that probably don't exist. Whereas armor exists.
But they do exist. I made them.
Well, yes, exactly, but
Yeah,
I've never seen a projector until you made one. I've never seen an automatic voice box translator until you made one.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
the
I've seen a
inventor.
suit of armor before. I've seen some big metal hydraulic thing that punches something before.
I hadn't, but it's
Well,
pretty impressive.
I do deal in robotics as well, I suppose. Used to anyway.
A fair perspective. I appreciate that.
Oh, actually, another thing that jumps to my head, before I forget, I will turn to Artrin. Carlin mentioned something when I saw him. He mentioned the voice of Avasha.
Okay.
So, I don't know who that person is yet, but he does.
Okay. Well, I'll have to be sure to ask him if we see him.
We will. I'll make sure of that. I'm consulting, didn't you know?
I do now. Sounds very official.
Remind me again. We're taking this Fyrefly to
Steal a bigger ship.
Another ship.
to steal a
yes,
bigger ship,
which has an egg on it. A dragon's egg.
and we're bringing that dragon's egg back
In
to
that egg, there is a dragon. A rare
the
dragon.
guy.
A
Why are
rare
we doing that
dragon.
again?
Because we met the dude who asked us to do it.
Yeah, the
For
the
Razler's
Airshimmer.
friend.
Yeah.
So he can bring it back to the dragon's mother.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
I'm not sure what clout we're gaining again for this, but
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like we
no.
just got asked for a favor and we just went okay, fine, and now we're committing felony. Why are we doing this?
well, we might get a ship.
I
We did want
just
a ship.
Yeah.
think we should take a step back a second and ask
I think it's more
I
of
want the ship.
a question of why
That's
not.
exactly what I felt. I was like, okay.
I mean, I think I might have fallen in for. I think someone mentioned the ship, and I just forgot about everything else. And I was like, I want a ship. We are about to commit grand larceny. And we don't even...
I mean,
We're
Caché-
already wanted.
Yeah, Caché is going to be wanted for treason.
So larceny's nothing.
I murdered
I'm not.
a really powerful Underdark guy. I'm sure that might have some repercussion up here. Maybe.
Razler's
know.
got my back. It's fine.
I'm sure you've.
Who is also a criminal.
He's also got your front, so
Yeah.
anyway.
Hey.
Well, hey. No, just making sure. I wasn't sure if I couldn't remember if there was like some like important thing that we needed from this to be able to,
The ship.
save the city from imminent destruction. But no,
The
just the ship.
the ship.
Okay.
That you don't understand how powerful a ship is there. Especially in my hands.
Air superiority is a thing, but I feel like they've got superior numbers of air things.
And probably better airships.
Also, the cargo could be very good for the people who literally aren't getting anything right now. If I can get any good cargo to Tarlin, he can distribute it.
Okay, Fossilarium. Wow.
Consultant and
Consulting!
and supplier.
Maybe jump into these things feet first, Caché.
2 days. It's not even been a day.
I'm full anarchist right now. I've been
Love
saying
it.
this for weeks.
Love it. Yes, so there's a few that, yeah, you're all hitting on all the points basically, but you kind of have a, I think, hang on, it's the 4th of Juana. So the Sun Whisper departs the Dynasty on the 5th and should be arriving near Manira at about 2:15 a.m. on the 6th.
Yeah.
So you've got like 2 days, basically.
Could we see the map again of the flight path of it?
Yes. Hang on.
Wait, put notes.
Nope. Activate. There we go. So the general. Oh, the game's paused. Can you guys see?
Then, yeah. Boom to boom.
Yeah, so it's coming from the Dynasty. It's kind of coming this direction. And then that X was marked by Kelvos, who was like, that could be a good place to
Ambush.
potentially ambush, whether in the sky or however you guys
But
decide.
we were gonna fly up to it, get close, like get on board, disable it somehow, get them to land, and then take them.
It's up to you. You can all decide how to do that.
So we need to go ship shopping or ship window shopping, and then ship stealing.
And then we have essentially a day, more or less, to modify it
Yeah.
whatever way we can to make this more successful.
Yes.
So
You have about 2 days, yeah.
where are we meant to find one?
Caché
Um,
knows.
Caché knows.
Yeah, I just need to confirm one thing with a contact, and we're ready to go.
I trust you implicitly.
I will leave instantly, going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, in my head.
Inside, I'm like, she's got this. She knows she's
I
doing.
believe in her. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Isn't there a
She
little
seems so
shipyard
confident.
or
She's
little
got
ship
this.
dock nearby?
Say again.
Isn't there? We're in the red light district, so isn't there like a little shipyard or something like that?
Teeny tiny little like
Fireflies.
like air dock basically
Yeah.
on the red light district. There,
Wait.
while you don't see any fireflies, you do see small like personal kind of air
Yeah.
like ships. Basically.
Wasn't there as well too of mentioned of a private dock, like a dock for like the VIPs? That would probably be. Well, no, that's probably going to be guarded.
It would be guarded slightly more, just like probably constructs, because that's kind of what they would use to be kind of stationed. But there is the kind of there's a public dock in the red light district, and then there's a more private one. But I would say that you would kind of have known or found out that you need to have like registry paper. You need to pay for your you need a reason why you're there. That's a private dock kind of thing. The public one would be kind of more open, but less security.
More
So it's up to you.
conspicuous though, is the only thing. Well,
I suppose we'll just leave Caché to it.
So it's about 8 p.m. or so at the moment. Caché leaves. Is there anything three of you who stay in Al's Tower want to do?
I will pour over the papers that I got from Raslair and actually learn those spells.
You take some time to
So-
transcribe them into your grimoire.
I would like to actually go with Caché if that's okay. With
Okay.
Caché.
So you follow Caché.
Legally or not?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you
No, no,
following?
no.
Oh
No,
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 you're just like walking.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool. Okay. Gizmo, is there anything you'd like to do for the rest of the evening, or you just be tinkering on things? It's up to you.
Probably mostly just tinkering. I'm maybe gonna go back to those old schematics of that I found way back of the there's the spring heel boots and the scorch
Yeah.
gauntlets. So I might just actually get the ball rolling and looking into working on those.
Perfect. Very good.
But yeah, just tinkering.
Venom will probably join you if that's okay.
Yeah.
Mindlessly doing whatever task you put in front of them. They're just looking for something to put their hands
Probably
on.
don't even need to tell him. I'll put something forward. He's just like immediately like, yeah,
Exactly.
Wiring.
Yeah. The two of you
Yeah.
just work in beautiful silence of just just creating. It's but
I think just at one point as we're working away, I will just say to him and say, thanks for protecting my dad. And just keep back to what I'm doing.
they'll open their mouth to say something, but then they'll just kind of go quiet. Just nod. Appreciative.
Yep.
Okay. So, Caché,
Yes.
you step out of the again the teeny tiny little room that you've been all placed in. Artrin follows you.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
So, you coming with me?
I feel like I'm a bit wasted amongst the genius minds. And no offense, literally every time you've left us by yourself, you've gotten in a big fight. That sounds like fun. So
Yeah, I've been a bit greedy with those, so
yeah. So it's more my purview.
of course. I do have to tell you, you've caught me in a lie. I have no idea, and I was going asking for help. So
Makes absolutely no difference to me.
All right, let's go find the lady of the house.
Secret is safe with my indifference.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gizmo, she's got this.
Perception +1.
Charisma +0.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you seeking the lady of the house?
I suppose I'm going to ask an employee where I could find her.
Okay.
Well, down the hallway and see the next person I can find, I suppose.
Okay. I mean, it's easy. You're kind of, this room is stationed at the back of the kind of like dressing room. So there's many employees getting, putting on makeup, getting dressed, getting ready to go on stage. A kind of almost like human presenting man is kind of nearest to you. There clearly is an illusion, though. They are not human, but they're he's kind of standing, watching everybody, kind of looking down a list, as if to like get the performances ready for the night. Kind of glances at you.
Am I on there? Give him a smile. My mask is kind of half down.
Kind of looks you up and down. I hope not. What can I do for you?
Can I speak to the lady of the house? Where would I find her?
Do you have an appointment?
No, just quick conversation's all I need right now.
Third floor.
Thank you.
Be careful, though. She bites.
Hope so.
Okay. So heading up to the third floor.
Heading up. I'm Artrin.
Okay. Is the translator working?
Yep.
Okay. And how does it work? Does it translate what I say and what they say, or is it one way, or?
Guess what? We didn't talk about this, did we?
I mean, I kind of intended it for it to be this sort of magical relay thing of like, yeah, like it's probably better at translating than it is better at translating you. Every time you're speaking, it might come out a bit janky, but for you hearing people, you'll understand them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is it kind of like comprehend languages, but for just common? Is that kind of?
Sort of, yeah. It's kind of focusing on that.
Okay. I'd say just for shits and giggles, Artrin, because I think this could be quite fun. Maybe anytime you're going to speak in a language, like use the translator, let's have you roll a d100, and if they have like a 5% chance that it might not translate correctly.
I'm
just for shits and giggles.
Okay, I am down for that.
I'm almost right, but every so often my sentence ends in the wrong cranberry.
Exactly. I just think it could lead to some really funny moments.
Excellent.
Okay. Heading up to the third floor. You realize, Caché, as you're heading up here, that the entire third floor seems to be dedicated to Lyraxis and her business. There's no other rooms up here. There's no performances, nothing. It's just all kind of her space. And as you ascend to the top of the steps, you see that the door is slightly ajar.
Give it a polite knock.
There's no response.
Lyraxis? Are you there? And I'm going to peek in.
Peek in. You don't see anyone at first. You just see beautiful, like, burgundy drapes cover most of the walls, and some of them kind of hang delicately from the ceiling, swooping like wings almost. And from where you are, you can hear just very gentle humming. It seems kind of far away.
going to investigate.
Okay. Floor creaks each step as you make your way inside. Opens out into like a little lounge almost, and then you can see the kind of hallways that lead further in to different areas. The humming is currently coming from your right. The shadows seem to kind of breathe around you, untethered as you walk through this space. It's very cold as well, and you realize that most of the windows are actually open.
Don't like the cold so much.
Artrin, it's quite nice actually. It's very cold. You walk in though, Artrin, and first things that you kind of just see are chains hanging on the walls, whips. You see a lot of other kind of strange things just lying around that Caché seems to just ignore completely.
My kind of place. Okay. It's perfect for, chaining up opponents and torture.
Yeah, torture. Yeah, of course. Caché, you're heading down the hallway towards the humming?
Yep.
Cool. As you turn, you actually see that down this long hallway with kind of these low-lit candles all the way down, again, those drapes that hang, you actually see at the end of the hallway, with the door, again, slightly ajar, you see two curled forms right outside the door.
Curled forms?
Mhm.
Like it's shadowy forms almost?
Yeah, shadowy, yeah.
Ooh.
How are you approaching? Are you just walking? Are you...
Yeah, no, I'm up front and
Cool.
not hiding, yeah.
Not hiding in the shadows. Perfect. So as you get closer and closer, one of the hounds looks up, and you actually see 3 glowing eyes, and jowls that seem to kind of open almost down the side of their neck. And as the first hound kind of looks at you, and their jaw opens slightly, it's like looking into lava.
Aren't you a cute little thing?
Sure! You've heard of hounds from the abyss, but this appears to be some kind of guardian outside.
Well, you scared the shit out of me, but you're cute, I think.
The one kind of looks up at you, and the second one looks as well. Again, 3 eyes, that kind of glowing maw that kind of drips saliva that's just liquid lava almost. Again, you kind of hear the sounds, the singing, humming from inside the room.
Lyraxis, what are your puppies' names?
The humming stops. Movement. Door slightly creaks open. There are few brave enough to enter my chambers without a summons.
I had to ask you a question, too.
Hmm.
I called your name.
That's Nyx and Sable. They'll be the judge of your character. You may approach.
Step forward.
How do you approach these hounds?
I get down to their level, and I put my hand out so they can give it a sniff, like I would any other dog.
Okay, animal handling check
Yes!
for frickin' hellhounds.
That's a 13!
Oh, okay. You you stick your hand out towards the first one, Nyx, who immediately snaps at your hand and growls. The other one kind of haunches their back as well, and the two of them are...
It's okay,
tiny,
boys. I won't hurt you.
Artrin, you see this all happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about what you can do to them, Caché.
Yeah, but I just don't want them to think I'd do anything to them.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't care too much. Can we speak to you, or I'll say to what's her name? Sorry, Lyraxis.
You can, but you have to get past them first.
Oh. Okay. And I'll just start walking.
Okay. How are you walking? Are you showing fear? Showing no fear?
Not even paying attention to them. I'm just walking straight towards her.
Oh, okay. Then... One moment, please. Give me a... What's an indifference check? Performance? Or persuasion? Once you decide.
I will do performance. That is a 26.
Whoa!
Damn! Okay. They will sniff the air around you. And as you kind of just approach and push past them, one is going to snap out at you. The other kind of treats you as just as indifferent, but the larger one, Nyx, will snap out at you. But I don't think a 16 hits.
It does not.
Yeah, so snaps out at you. And then kind of, as you kind of push past, will look back towards Caché.
Will take down my mask, drop my glamour. See, it's the real me. Don't need to be scared now. And I'm just going to walk towards Lyraxis.
Okay, performance or persuasion?
Uh, 24.
Damn. Charismatic people here.
Oh yeah.
As you kind of lean down and show your true face, Nyx actually, their ears perk up. They kind of go closer to you and give you a big sniff, and seem to warm up to you a lot more than Artrin.
If I can, if he allows me, I'm going to give him a little pat as I'm
yeah.
walking past him.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrifying and, slightly warm, being the fact that they have lava in their throat. But yeah, you can. You can pet the hell out.
Still a cutie.
Still a cutie, yes.
Yeah. We literally have Hoover in our party, so
True, you do. But yeah, you two can step forward into the room. Nyx and Sable will kind of take their posts once more and sit. Lyraxis is actually. I'll show you. Don't. I got the token. Yes. Okay. Thought maybe I forgot the token. The bedchamber is decorated similarly to the rest of the third floor, except that most of the back wall is actually just a massive balcony and doorway. Windows are left wide again, chilly air coming through, the scent of spiced rum and leather complementing the overtones of vanilla. It's lovely in here. Raxus kind of leans back on one of the tables there. She's wearing very little, but covers enough, So, what do I owe the pleasure?
Fortunately, it's business this time. Give her a look up and down.
That's a shame.
We are in need to have a 5-finger discount on Fyrefly.
Well, while I have other ways of flying about the city, I have heard of some underground races. assuming you want to keep a low profile.
True. Could, get into one of their garages and relieve them of one of their fireflies. It might be very handy.
Ah, okay. I understand a bit more now. You're gonna want to go to the Grand Gutter Circuit. It's in the Steam Ward. East Yard.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're gonna have to get creative in finding the entrance. But I always find looking at things a different way helps.
Take that advice.
She's gonna give you a little wink. Wings kind of fold in back as she kind of leans back and looks at you, Artrin. And you?
I'm just here to be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
not here to play my game then?
It'll be rude to deny you in your own home.
And I ask, with your foreign accent, did you say deny or annoy?
Deny.
And you, Caché?
A little game to be had.
Well, I can only play with one of you at a time. So who'd like to go first?
I suppose you accept it first.
That
Only
makes
fair.
sense. Yeah. All right.
She
Step
kind of.
outside.
Oh no, dear, you can stay.
Oh, even better. I'll find a cozy spot to sit in.
Lyraxis produces a die from kind of thin air, and kind of holds it in her clawed hand. Looks to you, Artrin. This is a little game I like to call Truth and Lies. Each of us takes a chance rolling this dice. Highest number wins. If you win, I'll answer a single question you have. And if I win, you indulge me. A bit of your misery.
Gonna narrow my eyes at her. And will you answer truthfully?
Kind of gives a smile. And there is a similarity in that smile to Resler. So,
Like I said, it would be rude to deny you.
she'll gently hand the dice to you.
Okay, what am I rolling?
So you're just rolling a d20, and I'm rolling a d20.
Oof. 5.
15. So, seeing the number you roll, Lyraxis gives a big old grin. Leans kind of towards you, drags a long finger up your neck. So she's staring into your eyes. And Artrin, for a moment, I want you to think a point in your life where you were at a low point.
Okay. I would say probably the worst he's felt. Probably in the moment where we left the Underdark and leaving Zora and Bo on the stage.
Mm.
And that flash of like, I'm there, now I'm not. That feeling afterwards of just like emptiness in his chest.
Mm. And kind of, you see their faces again for a moment. That crushing feeling in your chest as Al teleported you all away. And slowly, that hole that was left is filled with nothing but euphoria. And something is taken from you. She leans back. Holds the dice back out to you. Again.
Do I have any idea what just happened?
Well, when you try to think back to that memory, it's nothing but euphoria.
So I don't remember it, or when I think back to it, it's a happy feeling.
Little mixture of both. It's hard to remember how you truly felt in that moment. While you may still see flashes of the two of them, the pain, the misery isn't there anymore.
I'll turn to leave.
Okay.
I'll put my hand on Caché's shoulder, and I'll just say, she's had her fill. We have more important things to do. And I'll just walk straight out. I don't like that.
Okay. And the further away you get as well, Artrin, the less and less you remember of that memory.
Caché will stand up, look back at Artrin as he leaves. Think about everything he wishes she could forget. One dice roll.
Three.
2 and you've got a deal.
She'll hand you the dice.
Alright. Big money, no whammy.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, 9.
9.
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
Yes!
Alright. So, dice rolls, and you can actually kind of see that she kind of just drags one of her fingers along her lips after Artrin has left, leans back and pours 2 glasses of wine for the two of you before the dice is rolled, and now has handed them to you. And now that dice has been rolled, she kind of looks to you. Well, gives you cheers.
Think.
Clink. Drinks. What would you ask of me?
Quite a lot, I imagine. This time, as I've come to you in business, I'll ask a business question. It's the personal ones for later.
Oh, go on.
Can't Resler leave? Play.
You come all this way to ask about my father.
Friend.
Takes another swig of wine. I hope you can understand that it's not my story to tell. When my father is ready, he'll reveal the truth. But just know that he's been searching a long time. There are forces in this world that are not kind. I'd say I'm not one of them either. We have our moments, but... when he finds a soul worthy to bear that burden, he'll say. I cannot hear you.
Fair enough.
She'll give you the dice again.
Roll. Well,
Rolled a 2.
oh wow, okay.
Oh, fuck's sake. Go on. She looks a little annoyed at this point. She's like,
I know it's not weighted, or is it?
You're just gonna make me wait longer then. One.
There's quite a lot for you to feed on, isn't there?
And yet the one I want to doesn't seem to want to share.
Playing a little hard to get. And I swirl the wine around in the glass. Tell me. You know. You know if I can trust the Bachelor. Genuine. I don't know what the Caché is completely open right now. As in, like, as she asked that question, their access could see anything she wanted right now.
Can you trust the Vashalarium?
No, I can't trust the military.
The Vashalarium, their hearts beat with noble intent. Yet in seeking to fell the monsters, they risk becoming what they despise.
Echo of my story.
Say that again, sorry.
An echo of my story.
Echo of many of us.
True.
Trust those closest to you.
I will. Caché will finish the glass of wine. The next time. I swear I'll make an appointment.
For you, Caché, as long as you come alone next time, I don't give a fuck if you make an appointment.
Noted. And I'll saunter out.
Okay. Nyx will follow you slightly, at least to the other door, and kind of watch you.
Give her a rope.
Okay.
And then walk out to Artrin.
Artrin. Caché comes out.
Win or lose.
Win.
Lucky you.
Yeah, she wasn't much pleased either.
Where are we going? East Yard? Steam Ward?
That's the one. Let's go get the rest of them.
I was going to say, I don't think we should go alone.
Not after the last time I went to any type of yard with machinery.
No. And, yeah, if someone looks at me the wrong way, I'll probably hit them, so...
Better point you in the right direction then.
Yeah, I think a stabilized group might be best.
How's
Alright.
Artrin feeling, actually?
He's pissed off because he's trying to use those memories as fuel, and now one of them is gone. And when he tries to think, he feels happy, and he hates that he feels happy because he shouldn't feel happy. It's a very weird, bitter, double-edged sword. Like he wants something to be pissed off about, but there's nothing to pull from. He's kind of biting his lip a lot.
Yep. That's her game.
And he knows that and he hates it.
Easy come, easy go, that's the way. If love must have its day, then as it came, let it go. No remorse, no regret, we should part exactly as we met. Just easy come, easy go. We never dreamt of romantic danger, but now that it ends, let's be friends and not two strangers. Easy come, easy go, here we are, so darling, au revoir, it's easy come.
From the red light district, you can get an air trolley, if you wish, down to the East Yard. It's not too far. Actually, to be honest, you probably want to go to the air harbor and then just walk across the bridge. If you're looking for an easy way to get to the East Yard, it is located here. If you can see it on the map.
Kian?
You can.
Are we all back together again now, or are they still on the
I'd
back?
say, actually, sorry, yeah, we should back up. You all get back together, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, my contact confirmed that the ships are still there, just as I suspected.
I never doubted you for a second.
No, that was very, very quickly handled as well.
Yeah, once again, great leadership skills, knowing exactly what they're doing at all moments.
Thank you very much, guys. I can't take all the credit.
Yeah, I helped big time.
Why do you
Is
seem more
the
annoyed about
communicator
it?
helping? Was that why?
Well,
Is the communicator helping? Is that why
yeah,
you were
it
able to
just
help?
went way more smoothly.
That's fantastic. I didn't think we'd see such quick turnaround on the effects, but this is brilliant news.
It is
I'll
like
make
night
notes.
and day.
Al, what did you ask?
Oh, that when Artrin said that he helped, I asked why he seemed more pissed off about it than when he left.
Oh, just I stubbed my toe on the way down, and like I'm wearing rubber boots, so it kind of clanged, and you know, like I've got
yes.
quite large nails because I'm a dragonborn.
Ah, that's,
I've never stubbed my toe. I'd say it'd be pretty painful though.
That actually annoys me more. It doesn't give me any solace.
Oh,
You've never stubbed your toe.
How do you not
Well,
stub
no,
your
'cause,
toe
like,
inside that machine?
I mean, it's bespoke.
I don't know what that means.
Everything is fitted to exactly my specifications. I designed all of it.
Yeah, but are you not pure jumpy? You seem like you'd be very jumpy.
I incorporated that into the seat. It has slight cushioning, so it goes up and down.
Well,
I have a footrest off to the side where I can do my restless leg when that's bothering me.
it's well for some. I
Even
suppose.
even the seat itself has like a X cut out to it, so my wings sit back into it and they can curl back around. I've thought of it all.
Yeah, and again, it took you like a week to make a communicator.
You need to make him some boosts.
It was brand new technology. It never existed before.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure. Like, I had like a wizard friend who could like.
If I mass
click
produce
these
this, I'm gonna like solve wars in other places. Okay.
It could also cause
I
a
was-
lot of wars because when people start understanding each other and they don't get along.
Listen, we're already there at the moment. Let's not dwell on that.
Yeah.
Venom's just standing there, like
Oh, I didn't see
a
that.
war weapon.
Oh god.
Oh, are we getting a ship?
Hey, so what's the exact plan of attack?
Well, the entrance is going to be a little difficult to find. The advice I got from the contact was that if you need to look at it a different way, we should be able to find it.
Right, so we need to find this ship that you know still has the ships in it. That I'm a bit confused by the descriptions here.
I think it'd just be better if I showed you. Come on.
Wonderful. Leading by example. Let's go.
You sly motherfucker.
So funny. So good. Okay, yeah. Gizmo, you are happy out. You're following Caché like nothing.
She knows what she is doing.
Al, you're really high inside.
Yep. I'm going with it.
Go with it.
I have really high performance.
Yeah. So what's
If you wanna
happening is
roll.
that you can kind of be like, something feels a little off, but you know what?
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
She seems reasonably confident, and also not very confident. But if it was something dangerous, I'm sure she wouldn't be saying this.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't say that it was dangerous.
Humphrey and Venom are going to request to stay here.
That might be wise.
Humphrey and Venom will just kind of sit back and do their own little thing. I don't think the tower remains though. If you leave,
I think it
Or
stays
is it-
up
or
for
is it-
24 hours. I don't think it says I have to stay in it, but
oh, brilliant. Okay,
It's not like the dome.
no.
so it's up to you if you keep the tower open for them or.
I'll double check. Sorry,
You're good.
I forget
Okay.
the full description is actually.
You read that. That's no problem.
Yeah.
I'll move us ahead here. So you can grab an air trolley. Now there's not as many because it's getting dark.
Are we? Just before that, are we casting seeming?
Oh, right.
Before we go out in the public.
Yes.
Okay,
I
just make sure of
will-
that.
Sorry, I was reading the spell description for the.
No worries.
Yes, that is a very good idea.
Not that Caché looks recognizable now, but the rest of you do. Actually, I'd love to know what Al looks like now, because
I
Resler gave...
don't know if I've gotten changed yet. But
Oh. Very
Yes.
good, okay.
I don't think I've gotten changed yet.
Alright. You can leave that for
But I
another
have.
time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the artist needs more time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like my upgrades. They kind of exist in a sort of pseudo different look depending on the description in the moment.
Yeah.
Until it's on paper. Digital paper.
Digital paper. It's okay. We can just leave them for now. They're not going anywhere.
Yes, fair enough.
Fine,
Sorry,
then
I can't
might.
find the spell description anywhere. It's like it's not actually called astronomy terror. It's called something else. I can't
It's
find it.
Magnificent Mansion, isn't it?
No,
It
it's
is-
or is it? It is Magnificent Mansion.
I think it is the Magnificent Mansion,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, right. But yeah, I'll cast.
It's
Demon.
called a gyroscope on your character sheet.
Yes,
Astronomy
I can
Tower-
find it on the character sheet, but it doesn't give like a length of time. It just gives a brief description of what the tower is.
Yeah, casting time instant remains for 24 hours, so it doesn't say that
Yeah,
you need to be in it.
Simplistic.
Did I miss that? Okay,
Yeah.
right, perfect, fantastic.
Perfect. So you can keep the tower up if you want, and Venom and Humphrey will remain there. Hoover probably will as well, just keeping everybody safe.
And I will
Go put
cast
some mice.
Seeming on all of us.
Put Cassini. Okay. What do you need here?
All look like members of like a pop band. All got our hair, all sorts of wild ways, just kind of, roll like
You
dressed
made us
really
more
chic.
conspicuous.
Can I just remind you there's a curfew?
Amazing. It's been done. It's
Can I
been
just
done.
remind you about
You
the
need to
curfew?
name- All I
It's a
ask
devil's
is you
spell.
need,
I'm not doing
See-
it again. Look,
you need to
Wait,
name.
no, CD you can alter, I think, as you go. I think you can change it as after casting. I'm pretty sure you can.
I need a name for the band. Are you talking like neon color, like bright hair and like punk rock outfits? Oh yeah.
I mean, it
Avasha
doesn't say you
Pistols.
can't change it, but
No, it
Doesn't
doesn't
say
say
you can't
that.
change.
I thought you could.
no.
Okay, well, I guess we're a fucking pop band now. Oh,
No, I'm thinking like K-pop as well, like that.
Oh
extreme.
my
Yeah.
Fucking
So-
great.
You're so bright!
do I just look exactly the same, but all the class parts are just now neon fluorescence or something like that?
Well,
lights
no,
are just like woo.
you do look more like you're, because I can change your height, but I could make you look like not like a construct.
I swear to God, if you give me cat ears.
You're not gonna have cat ears. You're gonna be like the
Honey.
the big like
What's wrong with cat
big
ears?
chunky like kind of what's the name of that like Japanese crime organization?
Yakuza?
Yakuza? Like the big chunky Yakuza stereotype.
Okay, so like tattoos, sunglasses,
Sunglasses, yeah, like kind of a white
Um,
shirt, but like short sleeve white shirt, like yeah, kind of.
a katana at my side.
Yes.
Yeah, all of the cliches.
All the
yeah,
normal, natural things we see in Manira. I love it.
And
Yeah.
if any of you have any ideas for yourselves how you'd like to describe yourselves in that style, please go for it.
I would say I'm going to do a quick Google search at K-pop because I don't usually listen to it, so I need to see what is the aesthetic here.
K-pop aesthetic.
I mean, it just seems like regular kind of pop bands the way they kind of dress, really.
I suppose,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's not as neon as I thought it was.
Are you thinking like Gyaru? Yeah, try searching Gyaru, Gyaru, and see if that's more what you were thinking. For the listeners, yes, I do watch anime.
Okay, I don't know how to describe myself in this. Al, you're going to have to dress me.
I mean, I'm thinking Caché because I'm going to stick with the dark theme for Caché anyway. So
Full on goth.
you're full on, pretty much like
Lolita dress.
like kind of like a more toned back version of the damage control outfits.
Oh,
Like less really,
Nice.
like yeah. Yeah.
So she looks like Kairi Sane.
oh my god, pigtails and like.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, I'm cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
That's a WWE reference for anyone who doesn't know.
Yes. Look
Go look them up. They're great.
You've never heard of WWE before.
No, not WWE. Exclusively the wrestler Kairi Sane.
Okay. She is very.
And what about for yourself and Artrin then, Al?
Are you leaving that up to me?
If you'd like, yeah, if you'd like to describe yourself.
I'll go very chic. I'll be wearing a suit. I'll look like a black dragonborn. Oops, I clipped my mic. And I'll have like little John Lennon sunglasses.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
I'm wearing my sunglasses.
Very
Amazing. Amazing.
nice. Al is gonna go like fiery red spiked hair. Like human kind of tan face, big smile, big perfectly white teeth, giant smile. Wearing a purple coat and a red shirt underneath. Black kind of like leather skinny trousers with like red belt. And yeah.
Amazing. Al, as you cast Seeming and you make all of your friends look the way that you've described, get a little warmth from the stone that Razzler gave you. But you're all free to leave the red light district if you wish.
Just to clarify as well, you made me look like a human?
I did make you look like a. I'd make you look maybe like a half orc.
A half orc, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
big.
be
Just with that extra
mechanical
musculature
sounding
and-
half orc, but this is I'm gonna try and make this rock.
Just don't talk too much.
Yeah, oh yeah, my voice has a synth sound to it. I forgot that.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that I said that like game one. It was like it does kind of a radio sound to it.
Yep.
Damn it. Okay, I'm just not gonna say anything.
I might put like with that in mind. Al would have thought of maybe just putting a little like metal implant that you could say is like, you know, you damage your throat and you have some implant or something.
So you've
like
got
that,
like a
but-
yeah. Oh, because there's loads of different like implants and like,
Sharp thinking.
other arms that you can get. You know, you can do loads of different stuff here in this city. So yeah. Perfect. Okay, so be thinking up a name for your band as you make your way through the red light district. Grab an air trolley, head down to the surface, and head over to the east yard. Again, just for expedience sake, I'll say that it doesn't take you too long to kind of move through the east yard. The east yard actually looks like it could work on ships. These are not airships; these are actual like ships. And as you're kind of making your way through, you realize that you're exceedingly close to Genesee Fortress, which is the constabulary. Part of you's like, yeah, Caché is.
Don't
So I need
look at me,
stealth
don't look at
checks
me.
from you all.
Oh.
Maneuver.
Stealth.
Stealth, yes. Unless you're just walking through.
Are we just walking through? No, we're trying not to be noticed.
Can
We're
I make an argument for doing a performance check to pass off as nonchalant?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
with
say
this.
so. Yeah,
I'm with this.
I'm for that. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to stealth partially because I don't think I could perform very well being a robot. I'm gonna just try and be out of the way and not being noticed.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
perfect.
stealth.
Caché is also going to stick with Self because she's nervous.
Okay, so Caché, Gizmo, stick with stealth. Al and Artrin performance then.
I'm like practically looking for photo opportunities.
I got
at
a
this stage.
17.
Okay, 17. Okay.
I got 30.
Jesus, Caché.
13.
13.
1-3.
Dirty 20.
30, 20. All right, that is a pass on everyone's, I think. Gizmo, you were riding the line, but with the others, it passes as a group. But you make your way into the east yard, kind of around the sides there, and until you come to the outer exterior of a soot-streaked brick building with kind of like metal sheets on the sides, haphazardly, covered almost, like the windows are all boarded up. You do see that there is actually a sign that reads East Gutter Storage Company. So it seems to be something similar to what your contact said to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Building's still here, just as I remember. How to find where they moved that door.
Move the door. Why would they move the door?
Security reasons. Don't question it. Come on.
And your contact said that we should get a different view of things?
Yeah, look at it a different way.
I look up.
Okay, you look up.
To look.
Cloudy.
Any open windows? Just...
Oh, Al's just looking straight up. I think you can see the stars. No windows that are currently open. I'll say everyone make me perception check. Who's looking around? If people are just sitting around doing nothing too, that's up to.
I'd actually like to cast Detect Magic.
Oh, okay.
Through my sword.
Very good. Through your sword. Okay.
To see if that's what she meant.
Okay.
Instead of like looking around, could I actually like go up and like check out the wall there? Investigate to see if there's something odd about it or whatever.
Oh, something odd. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check then.
But I did roll, so I just use the same number.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have a look, but at the roof, so I'm going to fly up.
Fly
and
up.
investigate up there.
Perfect. Okay.
What I was thinking. I got a 16.
Al, what are you doing? Like, what are you? Is it investigation or perception? General
I'm
look
looking
or?
for. Yeah, I'd look for a way up. Like, is there any sort of service access upwards? I'm not going to climb. What am I talking about? If there's no open windows, I'm going to kind of leave everyone else do what they're doing and just keep an eye out for people.
Okay. So, Artrin,
Yep.
as you cast Detect Magic through your sword, you watch as Caché flies up towards the rooftops. Gizmo's kind of looking, inspecting the wall, kind of like looking for anything that looks out of place. Al's sitting back, enjoying a...
Bless you.
Jeez, that came out of nowhere. Enjoying, just kind of looking around, keeping an eye out for things. And Archand, you're staring at very colorful graffiti that seems to be written in magic almost. And it's kind of spray painted with all these strange, like, weird kind of like almost guild symbols you can see, but just the whole building is covered, it seems like, in graffiti. And you do see that there appears to be kind of like a note notating how to get into the building. So you see all of that as your friends just kind of fly off and do their things. I'd say Gizmo, with the roll that you had, your suit detects paint, wet paint, but you don't see any paint.
What? I detect wet paint, but I don't see wet paint.
Yeah.
Is there an illusion here?
I don't think it's an illusion. Is it? Hold on. I mean, it's kind of in the name, Ember. It is an illusion, yes. So... yeah. I'd say you can't see it at the moment, Gizmo. Because you don't have detect magic up.
Okay, but I'm not able to like see through the illusion now that I know it's there.
I think you have to roll to see through illusions, correct? So you can roll.
Investigation?
Well, your investigation was 16. So yeah, that would have actually seen through it if you were wanting to just use the same roll as before.
Sure.
With the paint kind of coming through on the suit, and you kind of look back up and you can start to see that it's slowly like fading in and out, I'd say. You can kind of start to see some of the graffiti marked on the building. So you and Artrin kind of...
I like look back towards him and like you see like the look of knowing in his eyes, and then I like look to turn to everyone else and they're gone.
They're all gone.
Oh, Al's there.
Can you figure this out? I mean, is it written in common or is it...
It's not even really a language. It's like handprints and arrows.
Oh, so it kind of like a, I suppose, out of game. It's kind of like Thieves can't.
Yeah, that'd be a
okay.
good way to describe it. Yeah. It'd be like Thieves can't. Yeah. It's not Thieves can't, but it's like...
yeah, but it's like kind of based on symbols and
based on symbols, yeah, and it's
shit
like
that you
it's
would
like
need to know to understand.
and it's like pointing to like a slightly distended like cog in the wall. Like it's not very well hidden, but like once you look at the building itself. Yeah. Caché. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Caché, you go up to the top. Nothing stands out to you. Except you can hear what sounds like a lot of machinery from the top roof.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, suppose I'll fly back and tell everybody.
Okay. I'll fly back.
I'll point out as well to the cog that we think everything seems to be pointing towards.
Is it high up?
No. Like chest level.
What do you make of it?
Might be the way in.
All right, give it a go.
I'll do a quick investigation just to see does it push, pull, twist it? What's the mechanism? If there is one there.
Perfect. Go ahead, make another investigation check to...
Before we go in, are we just going to go in the front door and just take a ship and leave?
Go in front door. Yeah, that's the way actually. Yeah, that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I love how detailed our plans are. That's a
Simple.
12 investigation.
How are you bringing it?
12. Yeah, looks like you need to twist it.
Okay. Yeah. Once I twist this, I think we should be ready to go. I'll raise the good question. Where are we keeping the ship?
On the bigger ship.
But we're not getting that for a couple of days. Where are we putting it right now?
I thought you were just going to scope out the place and select something and then take it when we need to.
Is that the plan?
Involved breaking in twice seems a bit.
Redundant.
Yeah. Let's get it into your tower.
Okay, The tower is currently located within another building.
So isn't it
Yeah,
just
but-
like a small door?
Can he cast it again?
Only once
Oh.
for 24 hours.
But the door doesn't move, does it?
No.
Oh, so it's not like we can put it there and then, yeah. We should have thought of this more before we came here.
Well, we're here now.
How about we go in, and with the newfound information that we'll have, we formulate a plan.
Sounds good.
Twist the gong. Door opens. Door opens, and you just see a very narrow hallway with steps descending down. That's it. Didn't hear you, Miguel.
Didn't hear
But
it.
let's be very, very quiet. Spire is very, very quiet.
So quiet, we didn't hear you.
So quiet, we didn't even hear you.
So, yeah, so Cashé's like, be very quiet. We're like, what?
Speak up, will ya?
Disappears into the shadows.
What?
Okay, so yeah, it's strange because as the door opens, it's just a regular door that forms in the side of the building, and these stairs just go downward. But you can't see it. This building looks way bigger than just the small little hallway. So it seems to either be like a false bottom almost. So you going down?
Oh yeah, sneakily.
Sneakily. Okay, stealth checks from everyone, please. We're going
Good luck.
sneakily.
Natural 20 for a 32.
Fantastic. Okay, let's see
I
here.
miss parties with password options.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, yeah, none of you have that.
Surprisingly, I don't have access to that, I don't think.
That's like a druid range spell.
7.
Yeah.
Darkness. 7. Natural 20.
Uses
17.
17.
a luck point. Oh, to barely improve it.
Oh.
That's a 4.
Ooh,
Oh wait, no, it's a luck point, so I can take the first one.
you can.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a 5.
Okay. A little bit better. So 7, a 5, a 17, and a natural 20.
32.
And bear in mind, we also look like various K-pop John
Yeah.
Lennon things. Yeah, because I remember.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna move you to the next map just because I'm so freaking excited to share it with you because I'm really excited about it. But I didn't really have a spot to put you in terms of like being sneaky, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so you're gonna kind of be in the
That's fair.
center of it, but yeah.
We'll work that out.
We'll work that out.
Does my vision token have vision?
Your token should have vision.
Does my vision have token?
Does my vision have token?
I see some vision. Oh wow.
Alrighty.
See bits of it. Where are we? Over
Oh,
here.
I'm looking at photos of them now. I don't want to take their ships. They look so nice.
Yeah.
They're just like hard-working speed. Oh, look at the one down there. She's so smiling. Oh, what have we done? Who are we?
Oh no!
Artrin! Yes!
What?
Fuck!
So.
Yeah, I know whose ship I'm taking.
Going on?
Well, this is strange because now I gotta like think. Yeah. So, as all of you like head down this hallway and step inside, what opens before you is a massive hangar, definitely hidden within, like underneath this illusion of this warehouse in the east yard. It's an echoing chamber, vaulted ceilings, crisscrossing with like iron graters and hanging chains. It's a very kind of dark and a little bit dank. It's definitely not like prestigious warehouse like the West Repair Yard. This is definitely a underground racing bay. You see the Fyrefly vessels, all different shapes and sizes, from sleek racers to kind of patchwork junkers. Some of them are suspended, some of them are being worked on. You see pools of liquid reflecting in the faint lamps, that are above you. It is quite a grand space in that sense. There appears to be 2 exits at the moment. One, weirdly enough, is straight up. And Caché, you realize, oh, this is all the sound I was hearing.
Yeah.
Because there's a giant hole in the top that was covered by an illusion. So you can see out into the night sky, but anyone looking down wouldn't be able to see. They just see a regular warehouse.
I think so. If anyone was looking up, they already saw me peeking in.
Potentially. The other exit then is actually down the way, so I'll just it's down this way. It's at the very, very end. It's over here. And what it appears to be is like an old sewer pipe that has been kind of hollowed, and cleaned out and everything. And it actually is. It would take, if you launched the Fyrefly out, it would skim you across the water of the river in the center part of the map.
Escape route found.
So, glancing around then, Artrin, immediately, you do see a familiar Knoll with her pack, currently working on one of the almost like orange shaped, or orange colored, very bulky shaped Fyrefly. And yeah, going down the list, there's 3 different types of ships that you see. I would say if you're having a look, Gizmo and Al have a investigation check, both of you.
$23.
23?
25.
Okay. The 2 ships that are closest to you look to be a bit bulkier, a little bit slower, potentially. But the one right across from Al, it's a blue colored, looks very fast. Much faster than the other 2. You can kind of see at this point there's 3 different types, 3 different classes of Fireflies within this hangar. And it is at that moment then that Al, as you're looking around, you trip over one of the big kind of toolboxes while everyone's looking around, and I will let you decide if you completely fall over or if you gracefully catch yourself. But as you rolled the 5,
I'm going to trip, fall, but manage to do a very graceful, almost perfect roll. Just basically ending up somewhat in the middle of the floor and just kind of look around and everyone be like, that was impressive, right? Oh, shit.
Amok kind of looks towards you, the Knoll that had fought Artrin in the underground fighting pits. Kind of looks over to you and kind of puts a hand on her hip. You can see that she's kind of got oil grease on her, and she seems to be working with the rest of the pack. Closest to you, though, is actually a group of orcs and half-orcs working on a ship that is fully crimson red, as in blood. They all kind of look at you two. They kind of just glance over. No one seems to really. They just kind of shrug. Whatever. Don't pay you much mind and keep working.
Guess no one thought that was impressive then? Fair enough.
What are you doing?
What are you? Yeah, I'd say Al, you're over here now.
Yeah. I'll saunter
Just-
back.
Well, I guess they don't really care if we're here or not.
Okay, looks like if you can get in, you must be okay.
What do we do though? We can't exactly just take one. I'm assuming the rest will do something to stop us.
We're not discussing this in earshot of anyone else, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
But do
No,
we
no,
I
have
assume because I assumed we weren't standing right there because you said like we're actually further out, like so.
I'd say you are further out. Yeah. Al, especially if you're walking back.
I would walk. Yeah, no, I'd be
Yeah,
walking.
I'm not shouting across the because
Which
this
one
is
are we
not the
taking?
plan.
I'd say who's passive perception? I think it's Al's, but let me just check. Yeah, Al. So after your roll and you kind of like brush yourself off and slowly make your way back towards your group, you actually recognize someone from the back, kind of sitting back, arms crossed, flash of red hair. You actually see Dion from the West Repair Yard. You were worked with Dixon to go and rescue young Dion. You also know that is the son of Dominic Doubletap.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, so Dion is currently down here and seeming to be speaking to someone else. There is a familiar look to her as she's speaking to Dion. So I'd say you recognize Amat and you recognize Dion. So
That's where we go.
Maybe we should go and ask Dion if we could just, borrow it.
Yeah.
A plan.
All right. I mean, Caché's going to step out kind of confidently and just see if anyone takes heed of her as she's walking across.
Also, Dion is not going to recognize us. Just thought of that. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can convince him that it's us.
You're in trouble, he'll know.
All he has to do is shake my hand.
If you're stepping out, kind of taking a look around you, keeping an eye on everyone, weirdly enough, no one seems to really. They make note of you, but there's no move to attack you or anything. And there's a moment where you're kind of thinking, oh, maybe like people come and see, before the races, like kind of come down and see the ships and talk to people, and it's kind of you see others kind of like people who could be working on certain ships, but then there could just be there, looking at ships, talking to their friends, stuff like that. So it's definitely a kind of a thriving community down here.
All right. So I'm gonna beckon to everyone else and keep heading.
Try now, Artrin.
No, it's just like highlighting everything for me.
Do you have the select token?
Yeah.
Oh. Try again?
No, just like pulls up a box.
That's so strange. I'll just move you for a second. Try again.
Now it's working.
Yeah? Okay, there we go. One of the gnolls as you pass Artrin kind of gives a little bit of a yip and a snip. They're just as in like
I'm like staring down Amat the entire time I'm walking past.
Amat is not even paying attention. She's not a care in the world of who the fuck you are. But she's like, you hear her kind of snipping and growling at her crew, and they're working on the ship. She then, kind of shouts at her pilot to calm down because he's getting a bit frazzled and wild, and so that's kind of the bits you're getting from Amat. You guys are heading to Dion?
Yeah, I want to see though if like there's any recognizable symbols that I can get on every ship as I'm passing to see, oh, does this belong to this? Who shouldn't we be pissing off?
Okay, all right, that's very fair. Give me a perception check. Yes.
With my eyes, so I get advantage, don't I, because of that thing Gizmo gave me? Oh, another natural 20.
I mean, that's a natural 20, so. Yes, so. Pretty obvious who the first one is, being Amat and the Grimhounds. That's very clearly one of the Undercity gangs.
Mm-hmm.
And across from them, Caché, you actually recognize Cinderborn. Cinderborn is a kind of like tends to be a steam ward gang, runesmiths and builders. So they are they're more topside, I'd say.
Mhm.
They could almost pass as mercenary kind of guild, but
Okay.
they're a little bit rougher around the edges, so they're kind of they float that line.
Yeah.
Obviously, the one who you are heading towards at the moment would be House Rinvan, which is Dominic Doubletap's
Not pissing him off.
crime lord extravaganza in the Undercity.
Yep.
And then across from Dominic Doubletap, you actually also get a slight fright as you realize the Iron Hive is right across, and their ship being green. The Iron Hive is one of the strongest gangs in the underground. While obviously Dominic Doubletap is one of the fathers, he's a very small collection of people. He's respected, but he's not a full-fledged gang, if that makes sense. The Iron Hive is on the level of Razlair.
Yeah.
Iron Hive rules the underground. Razlair seems to be ruling the upper levels. That is a father you probably do not want to piss off.
Okay. Fair enough.
And down at the bottom, 2 ships at the bottom, you don't recognize the 2 guilds, their sigils, but you do see that the golden ship is called. It seems to be registered to the Golden Crank, which, again, you've no idea who they are. You've never really heard of them, but they seem to be kind of like almost engineers, like a lot of engineers, and there is wealth. These last 2 here, you can see that they have a little bit more higher end equipment, better looking ships. The last one, and the ship that I feel will catch Caché's eye the most, appears to be a hot pink one down at the end. Once again, you do not recognize the guild symbol, but it appears to be a very aristocratic, high, wealthy group of individuals, elvish in nature. You actually see the pilot themselves has slicked back blonde hair, and you can kind of make out that he's kind of giving out to someone at the moment.
I'll send a message to everyone individually, which is just a wolf whistle and then the pink one.
I want that one.
So what I'll do here really quick, because then we're going to end, just because for time's sake and everything, I'm just going to share my screen really quick with you all. Because with your roles, Gizmo and Al, I want you to be able... Just let me know if that's working.
Yeah. So the Steel Art classes are the green and orange, the Zephyr class is the pink and blue.
And then you've got the Glimmerhawk. So the big differences are that the Zephyr class is just built for agility. It has a lightweight alloy frame, so it is going to go faster than the other 2, just naturally. It's also smaller. You only have 10 feet, like kind of your little cockpit, basically. It's like 10 feet by 10 feet. It's pretty small. Then the Steelheart one is a little bit bigger, 15 by 15, and it's bulkier. It's built for stamina and like being able to take a few hits, but slower, obviously. So that's the 2, the Iron Hive and the why am I forgetting the gangs all of a sudden? Hello. I can't even look at my other page because I don't have to reveal everything to you. The Grimhounds, there we go. The Grimhounds. And then the last 2 here are the Glimmerhawk class. They are basically standard. So if you're wanting to get a standard Fyrefly with no upgrades, nothing, that you can just change yourself, the Glimmerhawk is the one to go. So yeah.
Awesome.
So what I can do is I can send like kind of a screenshot, and you guys can talk about it over the week. But I think we will call it there for now before we talk to Dion, just because it is 11. So thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.